Well, we're back at the Salmon Lake Centre here in Laxey, and I'm so glad to be back because it's like phase 3 we're on now, I believe. With me is Eric again, who's been overseeing this project for the guys here at SES, and it's amazing because I think, in fact, we saw some pictures when the first bit went in, that beautiful salmon was put in the lake. Remember that?
That was absolutely wonderful. I've had some fun here with you over the last few years, and this, as you say, this stage 3, the water wheel went in, and he's trying to make the valley a little bit green, which he is doing.
Well, let's just look at those pictures from phase 2 when the water wheel itself went in. I mean, it's one of those things that you really look forward to doing, I understand.
Oh yes, because we'd done the one at Bob Jevons's place, and then we did this one, and we've had some great fun with it. And people come along the valley to see the Laxey Wheel, your famous Laxey Wheel, and they see this little wheel and think, oh, and then they look up the hill and see the big one. But the facilities that the Cleggs have put in this mill, when I seen this mill 4 years ago, a derelict mill, and to see it now, the facilities at the Salmon Centre is absolutely wonderful, you know.
Well, let's talk about phase 3 today, and we've got some shots upstairs inside. There's lots of machinery waiting to go in. What's that all about?
Well, that's a water turbine, and the nice thing, the water turbine, I've worked with water wheels and all this stuff, and I respect all the Victorian engineering. And when they built this lake, the lake to run water wheels before, they put a big culvert underneath to drain the lake off. That was great. The culvert's still there. We're going to put that water turbine underneath there, which gives us a bigger head. The nice thing is we're looking at a weir here that is oxygenating the water, beautiful to look at. When this water then goes through the turbine, it will make up to 10 kilowatts of electric, depending on the flow of the river over the year. And when the water comes out the other side, it's aerated it a bit more. So this river running through this valley is very, very clean, really, you know.
And that sort of power, will that be enough like to run this sort of place? Is it?
Well, it'll go towards it.
Yeah.
And when I say to you, nobody knows how much electric will be in 10 years' time, so this will be a very good investment. And this machine is a beautiful Rolls-Royce of a machine, guaranteed for a minimum 40 years, without virtually any maintenance, only some grease, you know.
As much as it's nice to see a water wheel in action, it's actually probably better and more rewarding to see it being put to use and making some use out of that water.
You see, when I met you before, we were just putting that splendid water wheel in, yeah? And I said to you, one of the nicest places to have a cup of tea on the Isle of Man is to see a tranquil water wheel through a window while you're sat in the cold, in a cafe, drinking tea or a bun, which they do here. Stuart wanted to make some electric with the water wheel, which is practical, but you need to have that water wheel running very fast. Yeah. And it doesn't look nice, a water wheel running fast. Right. So I said to him, Stuart, just have this tranquil as a water wheel and we'll make some electric with a turbine. So this is where we're up to with it, you know.
I presume it's not really a money-making thing, is it, these things? It costs probably more to put it in.
It's not really.
No.
And my experience with water, you've got these famous colleges on the island, and I've done some work many a time with sixth form A-level students who are very clever. And to get into water hydraulics, even that run a water wheel round, is a lovely project for them against other things, you know. So this is a great thing, you know, to calculate a weir, how much water's coming over, how much energy it'll produce, and absolutely wonderful, you know.
And is this it then? That's the last phase done?
Well, I don't know with Stuart, you know. It's obviously, this is, we wouldn't want to put any windmills up here, you know, because you've got the famous, the landmark here is the water wheel, you know. But I must say again, from when I first seen this valley up here with this derelict mill, how wonderful it is now for the people to come over there, you know. And I'm over here from England, as you know. Yeah. I listen to Smooth Radio. We're having some wonderful adverts for the Isle of Man on the hour every hour, saying what wonderful people you are, and lovely walks and everything else, you know. It's
great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you had a great visit, and that we get enough water to keep this thing going.
Yeah, there'll be. The nice thing about this, electronically, it has a magic eye in it, and the turbine is told how much water's in the river. And it said, if we're in drought conditions in the summer, Don't be greedy trying to make 10 kilowatts. Just tick away making 2 or 3 kilowatts, and as the river comes back up, then it will make more. And it's clever enough to do all that itself without anybody, you know. And I'm sure the Environment Agency will be pleased about this because of the way they aerate the water and everything, you know. It's great.